Okay, so here we are with a new playthrough. I haven't finished God of War, and it's not like I will not continue, but I think, spent so much time on that game this week that I want to do something different. And today we're going to play a social combat focused game called Vampire the Masquerade Swansong on the PS4. It came out in 2022. This is still 2022, so for my um, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as my play style is concerned, this is a fairly new game because usually I tend to come across games and play them that are a lot older. I remember that I started playing Skyrim in 2017, and by then it was already quite old. So, without further ado, I know a couple of things about this game, and I also know that what you're supposed to do in the beginning is to choose archetypes, kind of like classes. If this was a traditional role-playing game, like where you have your rogue and you have your bard and so on and so forth, you don't usually have this in World of Darkness. You basically make a decision what you would like to play. Certain clans in VTM have different things that they're really good at, different possibilities of things that they can do. So, for example, the Tremere have the power to, well, they are magicians, wizards. Then you have the Bruja, who are on the one hand philosophers, some of them, but mostly they are known for hitting people. The Gangrel also hit people, but they also can change into animals and so on and so forth. So, and the Toreador, for example, they are the beautiful kindred, and they have a lot of presence. They have a lot of social skills, but you don't really have like a clear distinction of classes. Like, for example, in some fantasy role-playing games, you have clerics, and they will have access to some kind of divine power that grants them the ability to perform miracles, or you may have wizards that have the possibility of accessing some other form of otherworldly power to cast spells. Fighters are usually very good at hitting people, but also at receiving and soaking damage. And there you could say that almost every race, at least in the most recent incarnations of most fantasy role-playing games, any race can do anything. In the past, if you look at, for example, older forms of a still very popular RPG whose name I shall not mention, where you had racial restrictions on what kind of class you could take. But here they have kind of come up with the idea of three classes or free-form point assignment. And I'm going to go with classes, although I have been told that this is probably not the best way to do it, but I still would like to try it out. This is a story-driven game, so you can play it multiple times. It's a choice game, maybe not in the same vein as maybe House of Ashes or Life is Strange, but a little bit similar. So we will see where this takes us, and we press X to continue. We play a new game. The Boston court is in turmoil. A code red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. Emmem, Leia, and Caleb are summoned by the prince. Okay, it's September 4th, 2019. Okay, my problem is that it is very small print. I'll have to see if I can change this because I can hardly read it. See if there is any options that we can change this. So we are in Boston. And for those of you who don't know the first thing about Vampire the Masquerade, it's of course you play vampires. And one of the basic tenets is the masquerade, which means that you are trying to prevent people, mortals, from finding out that you exist. And each city is usually run by the Camarilla. There are others, but mostly it's Camarilla. And the head of such a city is the prince, regardless of their gender or sex. Vampires walk among us. Unknowing, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. In its domains, Camarilla courts enforce the masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the masquerade is punishable by final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers known as the Hartford Chantry. Chantry is usually the place where the Tremere live. Tremere are terrible people. I know it because I've been one. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade. The trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate. Nacon. Oh, it's the name of the studio. Okay.
I'll just get this going. There. Ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Okay. Try this. Focus on your vision.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up. Calm down.
Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Okay, so dialogue skills. Okay. I have a problem because I sit too far away. from the screen, so I can't read any of this. In a dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is compared with that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. Okay. You cannot use a skill if its rating is 0. She's a willpower of 12. Okay. Using a skill consumes willpower. That's different from the game. From the RPG. If your opponent wins, you gain a few willpower at the end of the dialogue. If your opponent wins. Okay. Okay.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Let's see what we can do in the settings. We clean house.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
Did you say this is the first Code Red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run. We leave everything behind and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Oh. All right. Disciplines. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clan disciplines. Some disciplines can be used in dialogue. As with skills, the higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortals may possess certain powers, although most have no defense against disciplines. Hunger. Using a discipline creates hunger. No, generates hunger. Hunger has a value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. A vampire at their hunger limit risks being out of control, attacking and feeding on the closest mortal. Well, which of course would mean that you're very likely to break the masquerade. Okay, so let's see. April Bosley is the person that I am okay. The only thing that I can do is I can flatter April. So far, so far I haven't really had any choices because only one possibility. Can I actually change presence? Okay, persuasion is not available to me because I have 0. Okay.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
Emem. My dear Emem. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome. Can I help you? Yes? Can I help you? Can I help you with something?
It's kind of one-sided.
Consider it done.
Who's she, Caleb?
Emem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the Code Red?
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. is tortured by a demon. We all have one. The beast that preys upon him is a love of money. If someone held a stake to his heart and cried your money or your unlife, he'd ask you for some time to think it over.
It's his greed, then, that cost him your favor?
Everything about him was disappointment. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM! I won't let her get away with this!
All right. Calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Hilda McAndrews. Focus. Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 levels. The more you increase your focus, the more willpower it costs. To be focused, a skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. Okay. So how do I focus? Okay. Settings. Okay, I have no idea how to focus. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. This is most unsatisfactory because I've no idea what to do. What happens when you... Okay, no idea what that did. So how do I focus? It's a bit annoying that this is like 5 minutes into the game and I already am stuck because I can't understand the controls. Let's check the internet. It's not boding well for this game. How to use focus in Swansong. Okay. I've no idea how to progress from here because I simply can't do anything. This is most annoying. I don't know if the game's stuck, but let's just restart because this isn't working. Let's just hope I can skip this. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just get this going. There, ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Try this. Focus on your...
Show goals, character sheet, pause menu, exploration discipline, mask. Okay.
Your vision.
Oh god, this is gonna take it. Okay, seriously. I'm already not happy with the game.
No, it's too late. It's too late now. They're coming.
How do you make changes? I mean, I honestly don't understand how that is supposed to... Settings. Graphics. How do I change this now? Ah. No. Can I just actually finish before you tell me you want to apply anything? I mean, seriously, the this is all terribly flawed.
Feel it too?
Yeah, I would like to please skip
your
this.
stuff. We're getting out of here.
If I have to sit through this whole elevator thing one more time, I'm going to scream.
We've got a problem.
We do?
Call them back.
It says hold to skip. I'm holding. It's not skipping.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
This is totally ridiculous because you would never actually bring somebody who has not been embraced to the prince's house. Lore-wise, this is already getting on my nerves, and also I have to say that the controls are hold to skip. Yay, 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 yeah, blah, blah. Oh.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in
A secure.
Yeah.
Sure, hard. No, she's.
Well, when everyone.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of anything that.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run. We leave everything behind.
There's everything I've worked.
I know. Do you think?
Ah, the fear?
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being...
I adore this along the princess. She would listen. I don't. And
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome.
Can you run?
Let it.
What about
Deja. Keys.
is
Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more of us here.
is it because of the code red?
Could be. We should have all been at that party. But a code red is a code red. No one can leave. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of... I won't...
All right, calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't stop. She was...
Leave.
It's... I have... And no...
Go.
There...
You're such a way.
Dijon!
What?
Us. Ma'am, please.
Stop.
lower your...
Yeah, but again, how do I focus? I mean, this is seriously driving me crazy because I get stuck here and it doesn't work. I can't do anything. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's not supposed to not work because of the controls. I have no idea what I did. What? Okay, whatever.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury is not here, nor is Dr. Dunn.
They've all got such
Mr.
long
Lido's
faces.
teams are trying to reach them, but
Nobody's answering?
no.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Okay. Whatever that was.
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
Let's see, can we actually take a look at her? Seriously, these controls drive me crazy. Can I please go to the controls and then go right? This is ridiculous. I mean, seriously, who programs this stuff? Okay, well, I'm just gonna give this half an hour more and then I'm gonna quit because this is rage quitting. This is getting on my nerves.
An eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
Oh my god, the voice acting is terrible.
I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
Ah, she's a Malkavian. Okay, that explains it. She's totally cray-cray. She has no talents, does she?
I was told to wait.
Is there anything we can do in this game, or is it just basically sitting there going, what the fuck? Oh, seriously. Disciplines. Can't do anything here. No idea. Traits. Prince's quarters. Scene 1. Hunger. Suspicion. Continue. Unreliable agent. God, this is driving me crazy. Boston. Codex. Can we actually do anything here? Or is it just basically this? Or seriously? I mean, this is probably one of the worst games I've ever played with regard to its controls. Blah blah.
Mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Okay, this...
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a code red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Stop it right there, Bazori. Don't take that tone with me.
Yeah,
I choose
genau.
what lessons to take.
Yes.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
She can believe whatever she wants. I don't care.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Aha. Let's see what we can do. I see her as an investigator. M.M. Lewis, Toreador. Character sheet. Presence. Yeah, she needs presence. Oh, she doesn't have any experience. Okay. So. Um. So. Deduction. So I can't really do anything here, so what's the point? Choose a profile. And then there is nothing I can do. Because I have 0 experience, I can't do anything here, blah blah blah. So how do I get out of this? Options. I can't do anything because I don't have any experience. So brilliant. This is the worst way of controls I've experienced ever. This is ridiculous.
Hazel. Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
Why?
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
All right.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that.
Oh,
I
really?
have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now. The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, MM, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I'd need to think about it.
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, MM. I know you'll be up to it, but we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, MM. Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time. Okay.
No news from anyone.
Do you think they're...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around.
Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Yeah.
This is a pretty safe zone. Okay, prey will naturally be revealed as you approach them. To feed, you will need to find a safe zone you can lure your prey to, go after isolated prey. If it is surrounded by potential witnesses, sending the prey to a safe zone will increase suspicion of you. Okay, so safe zone we've got. Let's find a single person like this guy.
Good evening.
Come on. It won't take long.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Did I kill him? Because that was quick. Okay. I got 1 blood point and I killed him? Not
I told
really.
you to be careful.
Sorry, I got carried away.
It's all right. As long as it stays between us. But
Oh no,
watch
that's...
out. This kind of slip-up could cost us big out there.
I know, I know. All right, Jay. Where are you hiding? I know that perfume. Jay.
What?
You want to... Shit.
All freaking out.
How do I get out of this place? Do I get in here somehow? Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. This... Can I go out here? Move away.
Can I help you?
I want to get out of here. Okay, I honestly don't know what to do. I'm just gonna quit because this game is driving me crazy already. So this room is empty. I'm unable to get in here. Can I talk to this person and find out where she is? God, this is terrible.
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
Yeah, I would like to get out of here
And
as well.
Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Yeah, where's Jay?
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
Alcove to my right. That was okay.
That's Jay's scarf.
Yeah, but where's Jay? Yeah. Okay, well, what an interesting conversation this was. Okay, can I go in there? I can't. She's not in here. She's not hanging from the ceiling.
What the hell could have happened?
Oh god. Yeah. Okay, so this is Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. I cannot recommend this game. Talk to you soon. Bye.
We should all call